Anuma ambasachi kotoko fridudu omu fredudu sinna pega so se wukuma pemo apembeba kotoko hini wotumfo se tutu otosumienu yi okoji aman wo pemso de hye domrafo a wukura dombeko otumfo pega tiro na wabri watia na afia kobisa wampem otosumienu na Asantehemaa anom ne dade bua no prekope aduampo frantwi oyuko de hyepon atofo kase a wuturu pimpim ankoma asansa krokotia kotoko hima utwa mantamfi yeju ofofi so du ho adaje Asantemaa twa jajo nhyama no otumfo a wote kokoso atu abese no efiri se etutuatua kansensemu ama akrabo adi wo hene ne Asantemaa nyina wu na afia kobisa wampim oyuko de hye kotoko hima owu abrempa wo mapoma awu akuni wo ade hyepon awu wote abanwa so wotumfo se tutu se wasamampa de turubadin na se dikamfo katre mampra na frati asefo ya kan na nanum Asantehemaa no adika kro ebra yedura krofo so yi na no na nya akukusi amoa okoma wonwam kesebreku ata ye bo nyinyen na nantim ketia ba mo nso wodankunkrana na naku afiri ye de ahofa dudu otu akwantu tenten na nakwadu ye dumodi kaye ye fra wadinkra o woni Asantemaa ninkra na nakosu aduma koma Asantemaa senkase kabutu yi na nama se wo di kai ankwanta bisa ya to nkwanta bisa no nkwanta ya hunu na bio na ya adufie kurachi ana Asantemaa hunu sa somrofia bonso ampa na nafia sapa wo kuma na kwantu tenten na ma Asantemaa taburuka asuja na afia kobia odikaye apampa mresi yebura o na ya cha koma ye di kuntunkuri ni kwabra pefra na kwadu ya dumotosumienu wo baku oduma yi mabo na nama se wanya ko otosumienu abronuma wofefo na kwantuanti Asantemaa konsuo gukrum etu otumfo se tutu otosumienu Asantehina wote abanwa so kumasi na nanom ahemfo atrankonwa Asantemaa hine na nanom atra yakase ani na nanom Asante abrempom ani Asantemaa nyina da asia manse nyina se ebreka kranie ana na afia kobisa wampem wotosumienu Asantehemaa a oni wotumfo se tutu a wote abanwa so na bre watia wokra ye se wokote na nkaduraba ma na nkabobo ni kasa no wanyamfie wo ha ani dubaako na wotra na nanom adwa so atwa kire se Asantehemaa emfie aduasa nkron afa na kwankwaja ho nhihye nie na Asantehemaa besi from Eduada 16 January 2017 ejam na de che ebrada wukuada na yewada ade kwankwaja de etwato kwakura ewo kumase manhia ama Asantemaa womanfo empanifo titire ane amanone adehia hodo abemma otumfo ne Asantemaa yakọ na ne na so yewada 19 January obeye akwankwaja som kase wo St Cyprian's Anglican Church kumase Fanti New Town na no akira ansana waja na afia kobisa wampem otosumienu na Asantehemaa kwan atwatwabu a woda koyamu danka abo a wojabo asansa krokotia konkotoko hima otumfo a wote kokoso abri watia na afia kobisa wampem apampamira siebura wodasi chebutu akodo otumfo to abisinu o Asantemaa bonyinyei odupo kase atutu o woyuko de hyepon ohima damrifa piani amane afia kobisa wampem wotosumienu kotoko hima anketetua mu adrebu akebo bipumam entifu nsu ni wananka pagafo ho he wi akire wotumfo maamia na nanom de akire jawo ni mato woni muto agi na nanom de ugira akire mposo se wonso wasi kwa so ekọ akura amansa nyina da maudamrifa Asantemaa maudamrifa otumfo se tutu otosumienu oba anso maudamrifa
She sat as a stalwart queen mother in the Golden Kingdom. Aged 111, the late Nanefia Sewa Kobi Ampem was the 13th queen mother of Asantemaa, serving as the royal mother for 39 years. She is the mother of the current Asantehene, Otumfo Osei II, and witnessed the reign of the late Asantehemaa Otumfuo Opokuwari II, who ruled from 1970 to 1999. In her active days, she will arrive at public functions and traditional ceremonies surrounded by royal fanbearers. She graced occasions with cultural beauty, color, and elegance. The late Asantehemaa played more significant roles since she was crowned in 1977. Lawyer Hans Kodia describes Nanefia Sewakobi as a mother of all queens whose leadership qualities transcended the kingdom to other parts of the country.
If you look at her age as at today, at least she has seen 2 generations. When you look at the world all over, for example, if you go to Japan, we have someone who had lived for about 150 years. When you go to US, somebody had lived for 122 years, 164 days. If you go to Indonesia, someone had lived for 157 years. A woman had lived for 145 years. Now, if you go to France, we have people who have lived beyond 100. But the simple thing and the simple question that distinguishes our queen from others is the role that she played as the queen mother. I can say for sure that Nana had settled disputes among Ashantis and between people in Ashanti than any other judge in this country.
The Queen Mother constituted an arbitration committee and settled highly sensitive disputes in the kingdom.
Despite the fact that she had other things to do as our queen, she also constituted an arbitration committee where disputes which the court would have taken about 10 or 15 years to resolve, she was able to resolve some of these issues within weeks and months. This is a person that we all admire. She had done so much. She had been able to establish peace among families. She had been able to do a lot of things that even history cannot accommodate. And I think that we all need to say a equal to our grandmother. She has done well.
Nanefia Sewakobi was a cool talker and used that to solve the mirage of issues.
This is TV3, your most authoritative news channel, and this morning we will be living and bringing you live coverage from the Ashanti region, where the entire nation joins them to mourn the passing of the Queen Mother of the Ashanti region and the mother of the current Asantehemaa Otumfuo Setutu II. So as it stands now, we'll be crossing over to the Ashanti region, where my colleague Catherine Frimpoma has been in and around the burial grounds, because information we have right now indicates that the Queen Mother would be laid in state, but the King of the Ashanti Kingdom, Otumfuo Setutu II, would be brought to the funeral grounds in a palanquin and then would be sitting in state for a few hours to welcome all the dignitaries who would be coming into the country from around the world to join them mourn the passing of Nana Efia-Kobi Sewa Ampim II, who has been the Queen Mother of the Ashanti Kingdom for the past 39 years in service as Queen Mother, and she is actually the 13th Queen Mother of the Ashanti Kingdom. She passed away a few months ago, and that has brought the entire Ashanti Kingdom to some sorrow, some sadness, and as it stands now, we just know that she will be buried in the next few days. It is a funeral that is going to span well over 2-3 days, about 5 days of a funeral service of that particular person, because she is the mother of the current Asante Hene, who is Otumfuo Setutu II. She died at the age of 111 years. 111 years. So just gone by, we brought you a documentary about her life and how long she has been serving, what she did. She has been touted as someone who was able to resolve conflicts because of her natural demeanor of calmness and cool-headedness. So she brought a lot of peace and peaceful, cordial relations to the people of the Ashanti Kingdom. And then also we spoke to some key personalities who have been monitoring the Ashanti Kingdom over time and how things have been over the years, talking about how they have developed and grown their traditional system, and then also the growth of the Ashanti region in itself. So our reporter, Catherine Frimpong, earlier interviewed a few people, but we were also told that the Asantehene Otumfuo Setutu II will be sitting in state at around between now and a few hours to receive guests from across the country to mourn the passing of his late mother, who has been laid in state for funeral rites. Meanwhile, paramount chiefs from across the Ashanti region are filing past the body of the late Queen Mother.
So we are still here at the Manshia Palace, the seat of the Asante Kingdom, where the burial rite of the late Asantehemaa Nana Efia Kobisewampim II is ongoing. And as you saw earlier, this is how the women are dressed in what they call dancing crime. Their hairstyle and then their local chalewote that they are putting on. They has a significance for their tradition and culture in the Ashanti Kingdom. I have one of them here to explain to us what it means to dress this way. Good morning. To money from your friend is saying
dancing crime.
And I didn't say I'm friend dancing crime. I'm on say bibi to say dear shemi.
There be yana na ewu. Ya this year, mamre kwansono. Ya yi dancing crime. Ya sign fra and tomano. Fair na se chale.
Pese eti ase kuntunkuri no ye de ekire sen ye de enti na wose mu fra.
Mamre ti se kuntunkuri ne ye. Se obi awu ohima abrempon watu awu a. Eye ade a ye ni abre se eye tuntum a ya hye na empam a ano odin ane ya hye se ye di bejaye na nakwan a ne bedi ntufo ane yetwa santoma we ya ejija no kwan enti wu santoma we ane ade eda yekom ye nyina ye sonko a eye otumfo maame ne nananom nti ye maame ye ba ne otumfo enti ne maame odampom ye ne ayegina ha ye wu ye tias.
I have a traditionalist here who is also going to explain to us some of the things we are seeing here this morning, the culture and traditional activities going on here, to tell us what they mean. Nana, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have to say?
Nyankopon adorma.
Ye hu say no bebre koso e wa ha say. Ye hu kuntunkuni e ma ye cha dancing climb. Ebinom nine de da form any ade obetimi a cheche ye mu de enti a omo ba ha omo addresses a.
And yes, ye nyina ne say Asanteman ye ni eda mojem. Kasi ye ni da mojem a e kire se sebi ya bro ba ko pe ya wo ye maame na Asantehemaa ya wo Asantehemaa ne institute otosum yenu. Sebi okwa okra. Ya ne yese na nam okwa okra ampa ya na nam omumu. Ne mom kwa okra. Eti na nakwa okra ne de ni bre na abre Asanteman. Eti so he kuntunkura kase ne ntweni ne niam a agre nyana no a e kire ya odie ene ahofama e woma ye nana no ye di gya no kwan ene ye no sanse Asantehemaa no ye nanam ye hedanta se ye se ne a obi wu a ye hedanta se adaduanan bosum ye no bi a ye be na ye no esa na hatie eye yemu an ye gina no kopisi ebesie be wie be esi na na emo no ese awie ne yo esi so akonfo ye kom ya nye se akonhunu bi no mo kom akom ya ade a efititine na nanam agitum mu Asantehemaa efiri obiri konfo anochi epenso ena akom ebaaye eti omo komi bibi betima sise bia na ayemu kra no adiboni bi ebeba ya na namaboso betima yi a kire akonfo ni bi se bia yenkotwa dwama nsuo subini ofin abankre se ne ebeya ebia musuo bia ewu ne kibeba no ebefiri ho.
Today here at the Manshia Palace, is exhibition of great tradition and cultural dynamism here in the Ashanti Kingdom. Early on, I was not wearing this headgear, but after the first presentation, I was called to put this on and also take off my earrings. And so, as a woman that is coming here, this is the least that you can do to depict their tradition or culture. You are ideally expected to be in the dancing cry, as the women you are seeing around are doing now. But if you can't go that way, then this is the least you can do to show that indeed you are in the Ashanti Kingdom. From the Mansia Palace here in Kumasi for the burial rites of
now images from the Ashanti Kingdom, and that is Otumfuo Osei the second in the palanquin in all his glory and royalty, heading to sit in state to welcome guests from around the country, the continent and the world, because lots of people are heading there to commiserate with them. And you can see a sea of heads telling you how people have thronged them in areas in and around the Mansia Palace. So you can easily tell that our cameraman is even struggling to find his feet to give us proper live pictures. But Otumfuo is moving to sit in state, and you can see all those palanquins and the royal umbrellas that are covering the king and all the sub-chiefs who would be coming to help him as he takes the welcoming of all the persons that are expected to come there to help them as they lay to rest the Queen Mother of the Ashanti Kingdom. Let's find out what Catherine Frimpong is saying. She's our reporter covering this for us.
And so he is currently going there once again to view the body of the late Asantehemaa Nana Efia Sewa Ampem II, who happens to be his biological mother and also the Queen Mother of the Asante Kingdom. In your shot now is the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II, who is going to view his mother's body once again, being escorted by people and elders of the Mansia Palace. Yes, the display. Rich culture and tradition for the Asante Kingdom in display. Amidst singing and drumming, the arrival of the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II, who is going to view his mother's body for the second time today. Today happens to be the very first day of the 4-day burial rites of the Asantehemaa Nana Efia Sewa Ampem II. And in your shot currently is the Otumfuo, the mother, whose mother is being laid in state today. So can you explain to us what we are seeing, the palanquin, the dances and all?
Oh yes, you will see many things where the king is going to see her mother, right? And it is very serious for him.
But the dance, I see him holding a gun, dancing with it in the palanquin. What is the symbolism of that?
Okay, I think you see him chewing. Yes, that's all. And then what?
Okay. So what does the color symbolize?
The color means
Martin, it is very difficult here. It is not easy at all. A huge crowd, and the crowd is thickening as he gets closer. And that is it for you. The arrival of the Asantehemaa Otumfuo Osei II. People taking over the whole place here. A very huge crowd Asantehemaa, Nana Afiakobi Sewa Ampem, the second, who have reigned for 39 years. She was installed in 1977 and passed on in November last year. So that is it for you. While witnessing the arrival of the Asantehene. Yes. So in your shot there,